I've asked my husband now three times, if he will take the kids to the jewelry store and buy a little jewelry for me. And I mean costume jewelry. I don't mean like going to a nice jewelry store like David Yurman and not Claire's, something in the middle. And I would honestly even take TJ Maxx or Marshalls. So I basically just said, could you please take the kids to a jewelry store? I really just want some jewelry from them. And he was like, yeah. Can't manage to do it. So what I've asked him to do is he has a lot of questions about it. He's like, where am I supposed to take them for jewelry? What if they pick something really ugly? What if you don't like what they pick? I don't think you're going to like what they pick. He just has a lot of excuses, and it's a little frustrating because I feel like part of the gift is him figuring this out for me. Anyway, it's been 3 times he could do this. He hasn't done it yet, so I'm over it. I did it for myself. So I'm at a store with my kids, and there's a little jewelry section, and there's an entire shelf of all the jewelry I like. It's all the same artist. And I'm like, oh, perfect. So I call my daughter over. I'm like, hey, would you want to pick something out for Christmas for me from this little shelf here? And she's like, yeah, I'll pick something out. So she looks at the shelf, and then her eyes dart over to like a shelf next to this one. And she's like, this one. And she picks it up, and it's one of those like pieces of jewelry that's like stamped metal of like suns and moons and stars and dolphins. And I would have loved it in 6th grade, but at this point, not really a good fit. And then I look at the price and it's $26. And I'm like, I can't let her get this for me. Like, it's not a surprise and it's not something I even really want. So I'm going to say no. So I said, no, not that one. Maybe from this shelf. And she just like looks at me and says, can I get this for me? And I go, no, we're doing Christmas in a few hours. No. And she's like, okay. And puts it back and walks away. I'm like, cool. So she's not interested in this. So after a couple minutes, my son comes over and I see he's just looking at the jewelry, and I was like, oh my God, perfect chance here. So I'm like, hey, so mom likes a lot of the jewelry on the shelf. Would you be interested in picking one out for Christmas as a Christmas gift to me? And he's like, oh yeah. I was like, great. So you're going to pick what you think I'd like. You're going to bring it to the sales lady and then tell her it's a Christmas gift. So she puts it like in container. Because in my head that I've romanticized this, I want to be surprised. I don't want to know the jewelry that he got me. So I go up to the sales lady. I'm like, hey, my son's going to come up with a gift. I'll pay for it. Could you just box it up so I don't see it and I can open it as a surprise? And he goes, oh yeah, absolutely. So then my son comes up to the counter immediately. Like I basically had just finished talking to the woman and she's like already like, he's coming up. And I was like, okay. So I like go, oh, don't show it to me. And he doesn't show it to me. And then I open it up on Christmas, like a few hours later. And it's actually these earrings here. I know it's a little hard to see because it's so dark here, but I love them. And it's exactly what I wanted, which is today when I was putting them back on this morning. I was like, oh, I remember when he got these for me on Christmas, even though that was also like 24 hours ago, but it was still like, oh yeah, he picked these out for me. And I normally want to pick something like this out, but I really like them. And it's exactly what I wanted. And I feel like I made my own Christmas wish happen and I'm pumped about it.